The scheduling board, the beating heart of Soon. It is where the schedule lives and where everything comes together. In this video, I'll go over things in two parts. First, I'll explain what a scheduling board looks like, and in the second phase, we will look at how you can make this yourself. So, first things first, you see we have a week, Monday to Sunday. On each day of the week, we have these cards. We call those events. Usually, they represent a shift. So you see here we have a morning shift called Morning Glory and an afternoon shift, Sunset Squad. With the times, this starts at 8 till 4:30 and the afternoon 11:30 till 8 o'clock. Now within these shifts, you see we have a few different roles. This helps us streamline the operations. So you see here we have a customer support example. We have one operations coordinator on each shift and we have support agents, in this case 3 in the morning shift, 2 in the afternoon shift. And then we have a product specialist. And as you can see, that is how simple it is. And basically all we need to create a schedule. Now, a few other things about the board. You can change the view. So by default, we show it like this. But if you want more details, you can do this and then you see it per employee. And in case you want to update something just from this view, you can always hit this pen icon and then you can make some changes. For instance, if you need to change the time that one person is working, you can just do it like this and then you update the schedule. As you can see here in the top, you have sort of an overview of what the day looks like in total, and you can click on this and then you go to a different view where you can schedule what happens during the day. We'll go over that in another video. Now, a few other things. You can also change the view to be smaller, so if you have a lot of these shifts, you can simply switch around and make things look more compact or more detailed, whatever suits your need. Here in the top you have filter capabilities, so if you want to find just one person, you can do so. And we have a bunch of other filters that hopefully make sense the way they are. This here, you can navigate to different weeks, which is of course necessary. And you can always download your board data, either for payrolling or if you want to do something else with the data that's in Soon, you can export everything that you need into a CSV file. You can group it by user or by event, and you can export an entire range. One more thing that's super important is the status on these cards. So you see, when everything is ready, you don't have any scheduling conflicts, there are no gaps in your schedule, and everything is good to go. And now we'll go over how you can make this schedule yourself from scratch. So I'll go to a new week up here, and what you see is the template generator opens automatically. You can just describe in your own words what you are looking for, and then the generator will create an example for you that you can use. You can still modify that and hopefully it will fit your needs. But for now, what I'll do is I'll just take one of the examples that we have over here. You can see, you can switch. So I'll take this one and you see this is pretty much what we had in mind. Now, what you can always do is create another shift. So here I can say we have a weekend shift as well. That's sure, just 10 till 6. And if I want, I'll only have support agents over here. And that's enough for the weekend. Now what I do is on the roles here, I clicked on the card to go to the details and I'll say I need 2 support agents, and why not make a template of it right away? Then I can use that template over here. As you can see, it just saves exactly what I made in the template. Now one more thing that we had on the previous week. So you see here, we defined how many people we need per shift. So what you can do is, well, let me actually clear the whole board. You can basically just make these templates as I just showed. And then you see here, I have defined how many people we need. So again, click on it, go here, roles, and then you can define the required seats is how many people you need of each of these roles. So basically you just create a schedule by creating those templates. And you do this once. I know it takes a while, but let's say weekend. I can also just duplicate this. Same thing. I do this once and then never again, because I will turn this into a week template. You see here in the bottom right, I hit week template. Week template, I'll say base week. Now what you can also do is, if you know that every Wednesday morning you have someone who is the operations coordinator, I will just say Alessandro is always on Wednesday morning the operations coordinator. He can just be part of the template. If I now save the template, then whoever is already on the schedule will be part of the template. Now, my favorite way to fill up the schedule is using the auto scheduler. So here in the bottom, you see the auto scheduler. I click on it. I can just select my optimization goal. Next, I go over it, and you can read everything to see the details. But for now, I'll just use the default settings. You can use different constraints, which are basically the rules that the auto scheduler needs to take into consideration. Then hit Start Solver. It only takes a few seconds, and then you will have the best possible schedule. You can do this for multiple weeks at a time, by the way. I'm just doing it for now, for 1 week. And you see, I can still make changes. So if I don't want Melvin here, I can use someone else. I can just click on it. I'll put else, and it's fine. Then I can save it, or I can do it over again, or just scrap it all together. I have a quick overview of how many hours everyone has been scheduled on my team. If I like this, I hit save. And there you go. You have a schedule. Now, of course, you can also do a more manual approach. So you can go shift by shift. You can see here, fill it up. That also works. In some situations, people like to do this. Most often, I don't recommend it, but whatever floats your boat. Of course, if you want, you can also do it a little bit different. Let's remove this. Just apply the template again. I can hit edit and just do the same thing. Sort of like this. That also works. Again, whatever has your preference to make a schedule. I really prefer the auto scheduler. All right, so now try it out yourself, make a schedule, and then once you have something like this, how to schedule what people should be doing during their shifts.